The 49ers are going to collapse and miss the playoffs with the overrated, overpaid quarterback. The NFL wants Cowboys to make the playoffs anyways, so this means the 49ers are cooked. The Dallas Cowboys are going to come in and take over the 7th seed. This is their greatest revenge ever against the 49ers. The Cowboys are going to win and beat the Lions, obviously. And that will build the suspense right there. Seahawks has played too many frauds. They play too many frauds. But here we go. The 49ers are going to beat the Titans, but then the Cowboys play the Vikings. So, for the heck of it, to keep the Lions alive in the playoffs, Detroit's 8-6, but Dallas is 8-5. They could save their playoff hopes. That could happen. It's definitely in the realms of possibilities. Colts may run the table there. They got to keep up with Jacksonville, especially if they lose. Okay. The Seahawks may. They don't want the Seahawks winning. Well, that's just for the sake of keeping things interesting. Okay, Seahawks win there. Okay, Bears will get one. Against Green Bay. San Francisco is going to lose against the Colts. They will definitely lose against the Colts. They are not for real by any stretch of the imagination. I can see the Dallas Cowboys getting the big win over the Chargers, especially if the Chargers beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football. It's all a rigged, scripted soap opera, and these soap opera type endings are all bound to keep things very dramatic. So Cowboys beat Washington, and now the Bears are going to beat the 49ers. They're going to fuck over their season like they ain't no tomorrow. That's what's going to happen. Ultimately, Seahawks are going to lose a game or two there. But this gets more fun right here. We get to Week 17, and basically, 49ers are fully cooked. But before we get to there, the Rams going to win the division. Okay, and if Lions have a chance, I thought if the Lions have a chance, so you see, if they do make it the 10-6, then the Bears going to punch them out. So it does not make a difference whatsoever to begin with. And then Green Bay will take care of the Vikings. Imagine if the Packers do make it as a number 5 seed going for their 5th Super Bowl, so that certainly is possible. That certainly can happen. It's going to come down to this Philadelphia Eagles game is what's going to decide things right there. But yeah, Chicago Bears have a real opportunity to be the number 1 seed. This is certainly very, very possible. They have a real chance to be the number 1 seed when it's all said and done. But the general point is that the Cowboys will land in number 7, and the Niners lose against the Colts and the Bears. And basically, their season's going to end against Seattle. So it doesn't matter who's number 6, number 7, number 5, whatever. All it boils down to is the fact that the 49ers are missing the playoffs. The Seahawks have to make the playoffs after the Vikings got rid of Sam Darnold, and they shut out the Vikings, and so the Seahawks have to be in there. The Packers going to be in there, but the NFL wants Cowboys. 49ers are fully cooked. Their season has come to an end. And there are 3 ways to go about this. Kyle Shanahan's record too. So it's 3 straight losses to end the year for San Francisco. So I'm sorry. Okay. So the permutations is what matters the most, but you gotta also connect it with gematria. 67, 68, and 69. 69 would be gematria of San Francisco 49ers when you type it out. Or I think Niners by itself. '69, they lose against Colts. They finish with 69 losses. 69 losses for Kyle Shanahan in the regular season. That Colts game is going to lead up to that 69th loss of the season. So they will finish 10-7 when it's all said and done. They're going to lose 18 regular season games since they lost the Super Bowl at Vegas. One of these losses is against the Bears. That's what it's all going to lead up to for Kyle Shanahan. He is a sacrifice. 73 losses in his coaching career. 49ers are sacrificed at the playoffs with the home Super Bowl jinx opening it up for another team. The NFL, the end of the season is completely rigged and completely scripted for manipulative storyline purposes, maximizing the fan interest. If Cowboys tie against Packers after beating the Eagles and the Chiefs, when I say we, it is as an NFL, we need the Cowboys in the playoffs. Fraud Turdy is 15th loss against the Colts. He's going to lose against Chicago. There's no doubt about it. His 16th loss. He'll get his 18th loss overall against the Bears. So he is at 16 losses overall in his 19th loss against Seattle. So bye-bye 49ers. You're missing the playoffs because the NFL is a scripted hoax. Too bad. So sad. You're at the playoffs. It doesn't matter no more. Seahawks fall to 4-2 for the season in the division. Kind of like how Seattle Seahawks without the S is 42. Now Seattle Seahawks 43. 41ers, they play home and away. Kyle Shanahan blew the 28-3 lead as Falcons offensive coordinator. He blew 2 10-point Super Bowl leads. He blows another playoff lead to miss the playoffs. Kyle Shanahan, the scripted choker, does it again. One more road game for the 49ers. They fall to 6-3 to lose against Daniel Jones. They lose to Jones. At home, they will beat the Titans. They will fall to 4-3 and enter with a 4-3 home record against the Seahawks. Remember, because Seattle Seahawks is 43, but then they fall to 4-4. 4-4. And now Collapse is also 43. Heartbreak. Heartbreak is 44. Collapsed. A complete capitulation to the 49ers season. Fraud Turdy is fully cooked. A shaming ritual. He's overpaid. He was a system quarterback. He's nothing special. They massively overpaid this guy. He was outperformed by Mac Jones. And ever since he got into the lineup, this fraud with 8 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, he's going to miss the playoffs. He'll finish the season with 27 wins in the regular season. Santa Clara is 27. He finishes with 27 regular season wins at the time that his season is over. He will fail to get that 32nd win against Sam Darnold. Darnold is 32. He's going to fail to get that win against Darnold. His quarterback record, 4-1. Indianapolis won Super Bowl 41. He falls to 4-2. He falls to 4-3. The Seahawks is 43. We don't get much Bears Gamache with all this. Going for win 31 against Caleb, but will fail. But will fail against Caleb Williams. They're out of the playoffs. This is how they get the Cowboys in the playoffs. After beating the Eagles, in the Chiefs, and now the Lions, and tying against the Packers.